Modern Emotions, the podcast. I'm your host, Herk. Here with me today, I got two females with me. But before we get to them, if you haven't already, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Follow us on Instagram at Modern Emotions _VDP. Follow us on TikTok at Modern Emotions, the podcast. If you'd like to come on the podcast, share your story, make sure you shoot me an email to at Modern Emotions, the podcast. And as always, make sure that you have a support system around you. Somebody who you can talk to when you're down and low is very important to have a support system. All right, so to my left, I got white sweater. Now, do me a favor, introduce yourself, name, age, where you're from, and if you have any kids, and if you're single.
My name is Jackie. I am from Seattle. I have one daughter. She's 13, and I'm married.
All right. Green jacket.
Thank you. My name is Monique. I'm from New Bedford. I have no kids, and I am single-ish.
Single-ish. Explain that. What's that?
I'm dating a person.
We talked. Is this the same person you talked about in your episode?
Yep.
All right. Y'all haven't progressed yet.
We're just hanging out.
All right.
Oh.
All right. So this episode, normally on my podcast, we talk about your life stories. This is not the episode that we're going to be doing that on. We will bring Jackie back to tell her life story.
I'm glad I got voluntold.
But not today. Today we're here to talk about men and women dynamics and relationships. We're not here to argue or debate. We're just trying to get a little bit of perspective from a woman's perspective and from a man's perspective. And to you guys out there who's watching, if you guys want to come on and we can have the same conversation from a different perspective, Mo is more than welcome to come on and host it. And then another guy with me, we could be the ones sitting in their seats and be on that side of the microphone. So don't be shy, and y'all pray for me. These are two strong-minded women, okay? But I'm gonna jump it off first. Just to get some basics, do you guys understand what hypergamy is?
No.
You don't know what hypergamy is?
Dictionary today.
Yeah, so hypergamy is pretty much the desire and want for something that's better than you. So in your chemical, your DNA upbringing, women are hypergamous, meaning that you go through life searching for significant others that are doing better than you. That's why you won't date a man who's shorter than you.
I've done that.
You've done it. See what I mean? It didn't work out.
True.
You want somebody, and I'm just speaking in general. I'm not saying you specifically, but most of the time women want men who are taller than them, doing better than them in life, and stronger than them, all that kind of stuff. That's what hypergamy is, right? And then you guys obviously understand what equality is, right?
Right.
All right, so for you, Jackie, what is equality to you? What does that mean to you?
It means you match my energy, you match my lifestyle, you match my financial bringing to the table.
All right, for you, Mo?
Yeah, like we're on the same playing field.
Playing field as in what, though?
Honestly, everything Jackie said, I don't want to copy her.
Okay. So my first question for y'all then is, since we understand what hypergamy is, and you guys just explained what equality is, do you believe that hypergamy and equality can coexist? Go ahead, Jackie.
Just shoot this question at me, okay? Yes, because if you're shooting for somebody that's doing better than you or greater than you, but that also should bring you up to their level, so that makes you equal. Like if we're in a relationship and you're doing great and I'm struggling a little bit, our goals are as a couple to be on the same level. So we're doing this together.
Yeah.
So we go from me shooting for better to me matching your energy.
But do you think that equality can apply to like roles within the relationship?
Yeah.
In what aspect? Before you get to that, what about you? What do you think that hypergamy and equality can coexist?
I think so. I think in certain aspects, like I might be shooting for someone who's maybe taller than me, but maybe we're on the same playing field as far as like finances or like what we're looking for in relationships. So I think it's just like dependent on what we're focused on.
Okay. And back to you. How do you think that applies?
Oh, you asked me the question.
Listen, come on, man.
Hey, I'm with her. 'Cause I was like, what do you say?
The way you just twisted it. Okay, hold on. Start over.
I didn't twist it. So basically, what I'm saying is like, when it comes to like the roles within a relationship,
Mhm.
how would that equality and hypergamy coexist? How is that possible?
I guess it's just a time frame. You know, if you start with hypergamy and then you become in a relationship, then you should, in time, become equal to each other.
You think so?
I think so. Not necessarily height wise, like you were saying, but I'm just saying.
No,
like,
no, of course. I'm saying like just in like for instance,
But
like
we build each other.
so like what I'm getting at is like if in a relationship, right? So let's just say like just some basic things. Let's just say like when it comes to like duties around the home,
Mm-hmm.
you think that equality applies to that?
Yeah.
So you're okay with like fixing cabinets and
No, but I
Flushing
mean, we
toilets.
each have our own place. Like, am I gonna cook dinner tonight? Yeah. Tomorrow you might cook dinner. Am I gonna do dishes tonight? Yeah. Tomorrow you might do dishes. Am I
So
gonna
you think
fix the
cooking
car? No, I'm not gonna fix the car. But am I gonna clean the carpets? Yeah.
you think those are equal?
No, I'm just saying like everything has we match each other's energy. It's not necessarily they're equal chores because I can't fix the car, clearly. Are you gonna do that because you're capable of it, and I'm not? Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask a question. This is gonna probably be really triggering to you. So, do you think that women can do everything that men can do?
No.
Do you think men can do everything that women can do?
No.
Around the house?
No.
Name one thing that a man can't do that a woman can do.
You're missing a word. Do it right. That's what's missing.
Do you think so?
No.
Okay, so name one thing that. Oh, you don't think that we can do the same things?
No.
Okay, so name one thing that a woman can do that a man can't do around the house. And I ain't talking about
Wait,
sexual
is that
stuff.
I'm not going there. That a woman can do that a man can't do?
Yeah.
Um.
Keep your standards out of it. Just the fact that we can do it.
Okay. Well, maybe if I keep my standards out of it. I mean, I think y'all can do some things around the house, but doing it right and cleaning the right way. I don't know. I'd rather do it.
Okay,
'Cause I know it'll get
what
done
you
right
would
away.
rather do versus what we can do is two different topics. My point is, like, for instance, like you take dishes. You can wash the dishes. You can wash the dishes. I can wash the dishes.
Mm-hmm.
I can do laundry. Y'all can do laundry. You vacuum the floor. I can vacuum the floor. Plunge the toilet. Unclog it. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yes.
You can do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Fix the car. No, you already stated now.
No, I can't because what I gotta do is just call somebody.
No.
Yeah.
It's really easy. I make a phone call. We're done.
But you get the point. Is what I'm saying. Is like you're never really truly equal. I mean, I think that, and me personally, this is just me. I don't think that we're ever equal. I think that we all have our strengths, right? So, also, these ladies brought some questions for me to answer, or really, again, I'm hoping that they're for all of us to answer. But if they're directed towards me, that's fine.
Herk.
You're a piece of shit.
Specifically for you.
Let's hear one of your questions.
Oh goodness, you just. I'm
Yeah.
glad I sent this to my notes. Just jumped right in. So, okay. Do you think men and women are taught to love differently?
Oh, this is for me to answer?
Yep, we're gonna start with you.
Do I think men and women are taught to love differently? Yeah. I think that they're taught to love differently because of the way that we're raised. Like, for instance, growing up, women, you guys are taught to, express your emotions and to do it outwardly, whereas men are taught to suppress. And we're told most of our lives from the time we're kids that we're not supposed to, cry. We're not supposed to be soft. We're not supposed to be all these things, whereas you guys even go through your soft girl era and, all these different things, so you guys are encouraged to show your emotions and stuff like that. So I think that, that we're taught to love differently for sure. Like, we're taught to be, like, I have a question that goes along with this, so maybe after Jackie answers, I'll ask the question, but I think totally that we're taught to learn to love differently. What about you, Jackie?
Yeah, I think we are. Women are taught to be the nurturers. We take care of our kids. We, take care of emotional problems. Dads or men are taught to be the strength. Teach our boys how to be men. Teach our little girls how their future boyfriends and husbands should treat them. So we love our kids differently. We love our families differently.
So do you think that households that only have a mom or a household that only have
That
a
was the
dad?
question I was gonna just ask you.
Do you think that? No, you ask it. Let's hear you ask it.
So if you're raised in a single family or single parent home, like you just have your mom, is mom teaching her sons necessarily the same way she would teach her daughters?
I think they try not to. They try to be different, but I don't think that a woman can raise a man. I think that she can raise a boy to be mature young man, but I don't think that she can teach him how to actually be a man because she's not a man.
I agree.
I don't like. I hear a lot of women say that. They say, "Oh yeah, I can raise my sons to be men." No, you can raise your sons to be adults and to be productive citizens in society, but I don't think that you can actually teach them how to be a man. It takes a man to teach a man how to be a man and a good man. You know, so.
I agree.
Jackie, you got a question?
Sure.
All right, that's fine. While you pick that up, I got a question for you, Ma. Should men be allowed to express preferences without being labeled as misogynistic or insecure?
Preferences, can you?
Like preferences within women.
Absolutely. The delivery, I think it's the delivery that really is the deciding factor. Like, I think you can express your preferences, but how you go about that expression is important.
So let's just say hypothetically, like we're dating, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, hey, look, you're getting a little chubby over there. Is that wrong?
I might cuss you out, but I'll be like, all right.
Why though? Why do you cuss me
Because
out?
the delivery. If you said you're getting a little chubby over there, I'm like, damn, like, you come up on a better way. Like, hey, babe, let's eat healthy together. Let's go to the gym together. And then eventually get the idea, like, damn, he thinks I'm getting chubby. But, like, to tell me I'm getting chubby.
So you're saying that men need to worry about a woman's emotions?
Yeah.
So, would you agree that women can't handle the honest truth?
Again, I think it's the delivery of the truth that's important. I will
What do you
speak
think,
for
Jackie?
myself. I can handle the honest truth, but if you come at me sideways, I don't want to hear it.
No, she's right. You come at me and tell me I'm chubby, you have an issue.
I'm like, watch me eat this
Why?
donut.
The truth is the truth. If you're chubby, you're chubby.
Well, yeah, of course, the truth is the truth, but it's how you say it. Like,
Yeah.
So how would you suggest that a man tell you that you're chubby or that you gained some weight since y'all started
Don't.
dating?
safer
Don't
don't.
do it. We know.
But then that's what I'm saying. So you can't handle the truth.
I mean, weight is always a trigger with women.
Yeah.
Always.
That's a you problem.
Agreed. That is the me problem, but that doesn't mean you need to capitalize on that being my problem.
Well, no, what I'm saying is it that being a trigger is a you problem, meaning that like if you have a man, like for instance your husband, right? If y'all in a relationship, he should be able to tell you what he thinks of you, as long as he ain't saying like, "Dang, you're a fat bitch," like as long as he ain't saying some shit like that, like he just tell you like, "Hey Jackie, like you know, we got married, you was 130, now you're pushing 200," you know. As long as he ain't like being disrespectful, I don't think like just coming out being like super disrespectful is okay. But I'm saying like if he just be like y'all having a conversation or like you know let's just say you come out the bathroom one day you butt ass naked and he like dang you had 2 rolls now you got 3. I'm just
You better pack your bags.
I don't think that's a safe thing to say.
no, of course it was.
No.
Go ahead with your question, Jackie.
Oh man. Let's see. What does someone have to bring to the table for you to allow yourself to be vulnerable?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Go ahead then.
Okay. Oh. I didn't have
That
an
wasn't
answer yet.
volunteering.
I said it was good. What does someone have to bring to the table? I think they also need to be vulnerable. I think that's like the first step in is like showing me your scars and your traumas to allow me to feel comfortable to open up to you.
But they have to be vulnerable first.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I'm like thinking of like a specific situation, but also just like creating this space, like a safe space. Like if I come to you with something that might be small to you but big to me, your reaction and how you hold that. So the grace and the compassion, and the emotional safety is important.
So do you provide that same in return?
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of women don't. A lot of women don't provide a place for a man to be emotional. They think they do, but then as soon as that man becomes emotional, then you call him soft,
Mm-hmm.
stop crying, little bitch boy, all those things. That's my term, but but I'm just saying you don't make the guy feel comfortable, and then if you do in the moment, later on you like to, not you, but women like to use it against the guy, so the guy doesn't feel comfortable enough to do it, because like you'll have an argument later on. Like, let's just say he opens up and you provide that space, like tell me your deepest pain, and then he starts crying to you about what's going on, and he breaks down in tears and all that. Cool, everything's good. But then you guys have a serious argument later, and now it's brought up again, like, oh, what you gonna do? Cry again?
That sounds like an example of a really unhealthy relationship.
That's toxic.
Would you say that most relationships these days are healthy?
No.
So there
But
you go.
if you're willing to become vulnerable with your partner, that should never be a thing, like, in my mind.
Yeah.
You should never use someone's weakness against them.
I'll give you an example. So I'm not gonna say who, but I interviewed somebody recently, and that's what they said. They said that in their relationship, they don't feel like they can. And this was a female. They said that they don't feel like they can open up in their relationship because as soon as they do open up, it'll get thrown right back in their face. And I feel like that's most relationships.
I feel like that's a huge red flag.
So,
Huge red flag.
do you think that's something you can come back from?
I'm one of those people, if you say something to me, it can't be unsaid. So if you use my weakness against me, you can't undo that. There's a wall there now.
I think that for me, you said, what was the question again? What does somebody have to do in a relationship to allow you to be vulnerable?
Mm-hmm. What do they have to bring to the table that will allow you to be vulnerable?
I'm gonna tell you straight up, just because of the man I am. If I feel like being vulnerable, I'm gonna be vulnerable. But like how you said, if I open up and I tell you, I show emotions, I cry, or whatever the case may be, and you literally don't provide that space for me, we're pretty much done.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, all the other stuff, the sex, the money, the fun, all that, you can find that anywhere. You don't have to be in a relationship to find that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But the security, the emotional security is what's important. I always tell people about having a support system and stuff like that. And that's your number one support system. It's always funny because people will be like, oh, I should be in a relationship. I should be your best friend, right? But you don't have best friend qualities.
Yeah.
You're not showing me those. So, but this other person may be. Now, with that said, let me ask you guys a question. How do you feel about your significant other having a opposite sex best friend?
That's a hard one to answer.
Yeah.
I guess it would depend on the situation. Like, they've been friends since they were kids. Okay, they've been friends since they were kids.
Yeah.
You became best friends with this person last month? I don't think so.
Why not?
Go ahead. Sorry.
Because there's so much additional things that play into a best friend role.
Like what?
Just keep coming for me.
I'm not gonna let you get away with just saying the one-liner. I need to know because here's my thing, right? I kind of agree with you, but at the same time, I feel like if my significant other found a best friend and that's a male, while I'm with her, I'm gonna be a little upset about it for sure, right?
You'll be questioning what you're missing in your relationship.
Exactly.
Why is she seeking somebody else?
Yeah, what am I not providing for her that this guy is? Because at the end of the day, a best friend is somebody who you can be emotional with, you can tell your darkest secrets with, you can trust, and stuff like that, right? So obviously, I'm not providing a safe space for her to where she feels like she can tell me everything. Maybe she has tried, and I thought that I was doing it, but obviously something I did caused her to close up. And unfortunately, I truly agree with you because I feel like acquiring, and I'm going to sound like I'm backtracking because I am, now that I'm speaking it out loud. I feel like getting a best friend in a relationship is emotional cheating.
It is.
But who's the blame is the question. Who's the blame for the emotional cheating? Because now that I said it out loud, it's emotional cheating because you've literally taken your emotions to somebody else, and that's how you were able to justify them as a best friend role, right?
Yeah.
But did you only do that because I didn't allow a space for you to be emotionally vulnerable?
Yeah. I mean, I can speak on that because that's honestly how my engagement ended. And that was a me thing. Like, there were things that led up to that, and it was a lack of comfort, a lack of emotional security, a lack of, like, feeling like I had my partner there. I also think our needs were different after being together for so long. And I had a male best friend. And was it appropriate? No. But at that time, that was what I needed. And, you know, it ultimately led to the end of my relationship. So,
Was it ever brought to your attention, the fact that you were allowing the person to be emotionally vulnerable?
what, like, to them?
Yeah.
To my partner?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, Jackie, I got a question for you then.
Okay.
And this ain't even on my list of questions.
Mm-hmm.
Only because you're the only one that's sitting here that's married, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's the top 3 qualities that a man has to provide or to have in order to be husband material?
I don't know if there's 3. I think there's one big one, and all of that falls under that same thing, and
Alright.
it's stability.
Stability?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, yeah. Go ahead.
You have to be able to be on the same emotional level within reason all the time. So I don't see you like going off the deep end, because I have to be able to trust that you're going to take care of a situation if we're in trouble, you know. I have to trust you. I have to, you know, be able to just rely on you at all points. You're allowed to have your emotional issues. We all have to have our vulnerable times where we talk about stressful things that are going on or how we're feeling, but at the end of the day, after we have that conversation, I still need you to get right back to who you were, which is my stable place. Your stability needs to be there.
Okay. Mo, you got a question for us? No? All right, here we go.
I was just soaking it in.
Huh?
Soaking it in.
No, I'm talking about do you have a
Oh,
question?
yeah, I'm sorry. My bad. I was
I was
like,
like,
oh, yeah, that was good. Go ahead.
I'm about to say, because I got something for you, man.
Oh,
And
God.
do you think that
We'll just
gender
keep
roles are
talking.
outdated?
You think the way?
Do you think the gender roles are outdated?
Yes,
Hmm?
I do. But then also, sometimes I find myself like, I shouldn't have to do that. I'm like, dang it. What
So if you
do I
believe,
want?
So if you believe that gender roles are outdated, then why do most women still operate under a hypergamous mentality?
I can't speak for most women. Me, I don't believe. I mean, yeah, a little bit taller because you're not about to be 5'3". But sorry, y'all. If you're 5'3", I apologize. But
5'3" is crazy.
yeah, when I date, yes, I want them to be stable, right? I want them to have a life of their own. I don't want them to be dependent on somebody. I want them to like have their shit together, and be willing to grow. But if you come to me like, hey, I'm making, I don't know, we'll say 60, but I'm like, you know, trying to get another job and I'm building a business and I want to do all these things, I can't be mad at that. I'm not looking for a man that's making double my salary.
What's the minimum that a man can make to be with you?
The minimum?
Yeah. There's a minimum. Don't even try to act like there's not. Every woman has a minimum.
I just want you to be able to take care of your bills. Honestly, I want you to be able to take care of you. I don't like, as long as you can pay your bills and we can save together and figure out what that looks like together, just be able to take care of your stuff.
Okay.
And take me out to dinner and buy me snacks. Like,
see, there he goes right there.
okay.
So what if the guy, he only got a cell phone bill, he work at McDonald's, he can take care of his bills?
That's cool, but we ain't dating.
Exactly, that's my point. So
Well, if he only has a cell
was it
phone
like
bill, just let him
50,000?
come.
Was it like 50,000?
For what?
He can.
Sorry.
See, that's
There
what I'm
it
trying
is.
to tell you. Look, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Every woman has subconsciously has a minimum that the man can make. What about you, Jackie? What's the minimum a man can make for you to take him serious?
I guess, like you said, like you have to be able to take care of yourself.
Nah, number wise. There's a
You
number.
want a number.
Yeah, there's a
Like,
number.
That's so hard.
That's-
That is hard because if you only have a cell phone bill and you work at McDonald's, to be honest with you, optics wise, no. I like.
So you're worried about what everybody thinks.
I don't like it. I don't like it. And
If
I'll
I
be
didn't
honest,
have
if
it
I bring him home to my dad hell no. But again, like the willing to grow and like
Go ahead.
I'm at a space. Sorry, I'm at a space in age and like in my career where like you got to be able to come out in community with me. You got to be able to like have hard conversations and go to conferences. Like that's what I like. But if you're there serving breakfast, like you can't do those things with me.
Because he has to work, not because he's incapable.
Oh, yeah.
So you're trying to say that
It's getting hot in here.
so I'm gonna ask you straight up. So you're saying that people who work at McDonald's are inadequate?
No, I didn't say people. If they were my partner, I would not. That just wouldn't work for me.
Okay. But what's a number? There has to be a number. out
Oh,
there.
this damn number. I thought we were past this.
No, because here's the thing, right? As much as you don't want to openly admit it on camera, women, you want to be taken care
Of course.
of, right? So in order, you look at society, you look at cost of living, right? The amount of money that, like for instance, back in the day, a guy could say, "Oh, I make 80,000," and you'd be like, "Dang, like okay, good, you're qualified, right?" Just off, I mean, not fully qualified, but check mark, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now that same 80,000 doesn't really do anything. I mean, it does, but it doesn't do much.
Yeah.
Right. So you probably want a guy who makes like 6 figures, right? You prefer that, right?
Yeah.
Tell the truth.
I don't. I really.
You don't
and
want a guy who makes 6 figures?
That'd be cool because then like unlimited snacks. But
Did you say snacks?
yeah, I'm a snacker.
Go ahead.
But no, I mean, 80,
80?
90, like 80. I mean, I don't mind if a man makes less than me, but how you handle that money? Because you can make less than me, but are you investing it? Are you building a business? How are you moving with that money? Like, are you spending it on like a pound of weed and like just dumb things? Like, that's going to be a problem. But how you move with your money is what I'm looking at.
I had this conversation. I might have had it with you, Jackie, one day. I tell people all the time. I truly don't believe that a woman's gonna leave a man who is trying.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like if you go to work, you make, I don't know, whatever you make, and she makes more money. Let's just say she makes more money, but you make your money,
Yeah.
and it's just not as big as she would really want you to. But you making your money, you're paying your bills, and you're bringing the rest of it to the home, and you guys are into the relationship, and you guys are using it to however you see fit.
Mm-hmm.
But if there's after bills and taking care of the house, there's really not much left over besides her money.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that woman is going to leave you for that
No.
because you're trying. But I think that if you're doing that same, don't worry about it. If you're doing that same thing, you're doing that same thing, making that same job, and like you said, you're going to the casino, you're buying weed at the bar all the time, buying drinks and not tipping.
Who's that?
That part.
If you're doing that, I think that she might leave you because it's like like that saying goes, you do bad all by yourself, and you're more like a burden than any kind of benefit.
Yeah.
And everybody wants to benefit from a relationship, even men.
Yeah. And I think that goes back to Jackie's point, like the stability. You're not showing me that you're a
The what?
stable. The stability, like you're not showing me that you're a stable individual. You're getting your money and you're just willy nilly with it, and I'm at home like, one, that's my money. That's not a good look. That's not a partnership.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah.
Do you think that men and women should be held equally accountable for leading in a relationship?
Can you explain?
Hmm?
Can you explain like?
Do you think that men and women should be equally accountable for like leading in a relationship?
Oh, leading. I think you said leaving. I was like,
That's it.
dang. I mean, leave if you want.
Yeah. Or I'll change the question so it's
Ooh.
easier to answer for you.
Okay.
Do you think that men and women should be equally accountable for leading each other on and ghosting in a relationship when it comes to like dating and stuff?
I mean, I think that's gross behavior. To ghost somebody in general.
To ghost?
Yeah.
What qualifies as ghosting to women?
I mean, I just like literally just not responding to me.
Like, so you were responding and then you just stopped
Then you're
responding?
just- yeah.
Is that what you think too?
Yeah.
Okay. But what about women who lead men on all the time?
Lead men on or ghost them.
I think it's equal. I think men do the ghosting,
Mm-hmm.
and I think women do the leading on. But I think I have a reason why I believe that. But before
I
I
want
get
to
to,
know. I want to know.
but then it's gonna alter. It might alter how you answer your answer. Which one do you think is worse? Just let me ask that. Leading on or ghosting?
I think they're both pretty shitty.
They're both pretty shitty.
Yeah, I think that says more about like the individual's character than like the situation. Because what are we doing? We're too old.
Right.
Well,
It's based on the quality of the person.
Yeah.
I
Or
feel
the
like,
maturity level.
and you guys can chime in and correct me if I'm wrong, but I personally feel like women lead men on because they had no intentions of actually being in a relationship. They were just going with it as long as to benefit from it. And once they got what they wanted from it out of it, whether that was financial gain, gifts, sex, whatever the case, emotional, you know, like some kind of emotional benefit from it,
Mm-hmm.
then they bounce and they go to the next guy or they, on to the next. For guys, I think it's because the guy was only focused on the first thing that men want from women,
Mm-hmm.
and which is sex. And so once he got the sex, he was probably like, yeah, cool.
All right. Get you later.
Yeah,
See you around.
No need to talk no more. But I think that that's a downfall for men and women is discernment.
Mm-hmm.
I think that today, especially today, men, honestly, especially women, lack discernment
Oh yeah.
when it comes to choosing the people they're going to deal with. Guys are. I don't think that we lack it so much, right? Because first off, men don't leave as many relationships as women do. You ever been broken up with by a guy?
Mm-hmm.
You ever broke up with a guy?
Mm-hmm.
How many guys you broke up with?
Well, I haven't really dated a lot of guys, but
How many people have you broke? Have you broken up with more people that broke up with you? Tell the truth.
no.
Jackie, have you broken up with more men than men broke up with you?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Exactly. Because women leave relationships, men don't. We hold on to them. We just keep.
But you make them less relevant.
Hmm?
Women typically make them less relevant.
What you mean?
So you're in a relationship, you're all about this person, and then instead of breaking it off, you just kind of push it to the side and continue on.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
We don't leave. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying this is how it is. Like dudes don't really do the breaking up. Like for instance, like you take cheating, right?
Mm-hmm.
When a woman cheats, it's a high probability that when she cheats, she's gonna probably fall in love with the guy that she cheated with, right? Because
Right.
women they cheat first with emotions. They have to like the guy first.
That's in general. Women lead with emotions.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, not for us. Like just gonna use this as an example, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say I'm dating Jackie, and I cheat on Jackie with Mo,
Oh god.
right?
That sounds all kinds of bad.
Yeah. I'm
I'm
not
just-
gonna play pool anymore.
I'm just giving you an example, man. Listen, just use it as an example, just so you can see what I'm trying to say, right? I'm dating Jackie, but I cheat on Jackie with Mo. I'm gonna go back home to Jackie
Mm-hmm.
because Jackie's where home is at. That's what I actually love. You were just opportunity. You see what I'm saying?
Touche.
That's how men operate, right?
Yeah.
So we don't cheat with emotions, and we don't even have to. I think I've told you guys before. We don't even have to actually like the person that we're with. We can actually probably hate them because in order for us to have sex with someone, we don't have to actually like them.
Just
Right.
terrifying in itself.
It's just the truth. It's facts. I'm not saying that, and I'm not saying it
Or
applies to every guy. I'm just saying
Most
that,
of them.
yeah, but just in general, women, in order for you to have sex with a guy, you have to actually like the guy. You have to find him attractive. He has to say something to kind of like riz you up, right? And usually, if you decide to cheat on your man, the guy that you're cheating with, that you found something in him that your significant other lacks, right? So when you cheat, you usually fall in love with that person and you leave the relationship. Whereas with the guy, he just cheated because it was opportunity and he going back home, and that's why you get ghosted.
He doesn't answer between the hours of 6 p.m. and 9 a.m.
If he left your house and put that bitch
He's
straight up,
home.
do not disturb.
Yeah. Sorry.
But yeah, go ahead, man. What's your question, Jackie?
It's a totally different topic.
Right.
What non-physical attributes about a potential partner do you find most unattractive?
Unattractive?
Unattractive.
This is different.
Non-physical.
Non-physical. So we're not talking about looks,
Okay.
like behavior wise.
First,
Here's that one.
a lack of being able to communicate effectively.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, meaning, like, I'm not saying you gotta have big words. I'm not saying you gotta be able to know what hypergamy means. 'Cause obviously y'all be single. No, I'm joking. I'm just
What
joking.
had happened was
I'm just joking. I think that not being able to communicate effectively, meaning like, you know, if you can't tell me, you know, like how you're feeling when I ask you, I'll tell you this, my pet peeve that women do. You okay? And they'd be like, yeah.
Are you sure?
And then, okay, I'll take it for what it is. Time goes by, I look over, you see that little face, because a man knows when his woman's upset, right? Just like y'all know when we're upset, right? You know when your partner's upset, and or something's bothering them, but they're not just in their normal self. If I have to ask you 3 times for you to tell me, you just lied to me twice. In theory, right? And so it's like I don't like that, like, because then I start to think, like, if you lied to me about that, then what else you lying to me about?
Oh, okay.
No, I'm just saying, like,
That's not necessarily a lie though, because you can ask me
How
if
is it
I'm
not a lie?
okay. You can ask me if I'm okay, and yeah, physically I'm okay. Am I gonna get through this? Yes, I'm okay. But do I feel like I need to say something to you about a situation? Probably, and I just may not be ready to say it.
Yeah.
I may have to
So
still be
then-
processing and calming myself, or getting my thoughts in order to be able to come to you calmly, maturely.
So we go back to
and
communicating
explain to you.
effectively. That's what you
Yes.
say. I'll talk to you about it later.
Yeah.
I do that all the time. I say I'll talk to you about it later.
Do you think that impacts the rest of your day after that? If you know that there's something that might potentially be wrong, if my partner was like, "We'll talk about it later,"
Oh, then your
I'm
brain
gonna
No,
just
just ask the next. I always ask the next question. Is it about me? And if you say yeah, then listen. I'm sorry to tell you, we talking about it right now.
right now. Yeah.
Nah, but I get where y'all coming from. I'm just saying that for me, that's what the big. I'll just use
Yeah.
that example. Like, communication to me is like, if you can't effectively communicate, then it's not gonna work. It's so unattractive to me. It's like there's that communication. Oh man, this is not physical. Okay, hygiene. Listen to me. I have seen an epidemic in 2025 of people. I'm not gonna say men or women. People who look like us, look like they got it together. Not like they don't look like freaking transients or nothing. They be in the bar.
Uh-huh.
I deliver to their house. How is it at 2:00 in the afternoon? You smell like hot oil and eggs and
Good Lord.
like I'm telling you. Or how do you come to the bar
Ugh.
and smell bad?
Please don't.
You know, but yeah, hygiene is very important to me.
Yeah.
And if you got bad breath, just refuse to say any words that start with the letter
Any
H.
letters?
Right.
Just don't talk.
Don't even be like, hey, like,
Hello.
how are you? But go ahead. Go ahead.
Being nonchalant about me, I don't like that. I do not like that. I need you to I don't need a billboard, but I do need a little sign. Like, I need a little I need the reassurance. I need the certainty. I just I don't need flowers every week, but I just want to know that you rock with me. So that whole I don't really care. Okay. I don't like nonchalant. That drives me crazy. It's a little personal, but yeah, and same communication. I may not always be the greatest communicator, but I do value healthy communication, and I do believe that's the foundation of a relationship.
What about you?
Well, you guys are on an emotional level. When I see, I guess it falls under instability. I see people come into the bar all the time, and they come in, they look normal, like all of us. Great. By the end of the night, they are a train wreck. Specifically, men that do this. This is, this is the most unattractive thing in the world to me. You can come in looking great, got your life together, your outfit's matching, you look clean, you smell good, you're doing all these things, and then by the end of the night, I'm like, you are a straight train wreck.
Yeah.
Because you've been drinking all night. God only knows what else you've been doing in the parking lot. Bathroom. There's a whole sign about it. That is an instant, I can't even stand to look at you anymore. Like,
But why? Like, what about it?
It's messy. Messy's never a good look. And I'm sure I have prior from my childhood, I grew up with my stepdad who was an alcoholic. So that's already a trigger for me. So then now working in a bar, running a bar, and I see the same behavior, and I'm like, why? And but you think that these women are going to flock to you because you look good, you smell good, but then by the end of the night, everybody's looking at you like, you look like an idiot. That's the instant.
I've been waiting on you to bring this up. I couldn't remember how you said it, but as soon as you started talking about it, I was like, oh, thank you, Jesus. Because we were literally having a conversation, and she went to bring this up. I was like, no, save it for the podcast. All right, so I got a question for you guys. We're going to get back onto dating. All right? So, why are women so committed to the bad guy, but discard the good guy so quickly? Meaning, like, for example, women will be so loyal to a guy who's in and out of jail, beating her ass, cheating on her all the time, calling her out her name, keep running back. But then she gets a good guy who, he might be the boring guy, but what's wrong with boring? You know what I mean? Like, why is it that you guys will, I hate to say you guys, why will women discard them so quickly? They do one thing wrong. They might hard eye some picture on Instagram, or they might have a conversation with a female at the bar. They'll get rid of him quickly. But then the bad guy who's in and out of jail and controlling her and all this stuff, they'll just be like, but I love him though.
No.
Why is that?
I do think, and I'm not going to speak for all women, but I do think a lot of women have experienced trauma, which rewires your nervous system. So we're used to that, like that constant.
It's familiar.
It feels familiar. It doesn't feel good, but it does something to you, like, oh, this feels normal. So I do think maybe a lot of women that haven't had the opportunity to heal probably flock to men that are bad. And the boring guy is boring. Like, and I'm speaking from experience. I dated a man who beat my ass and did all the things and still continued to seek that same satisfaction, the high and then the low and then the quick dopamine hit. And now I have a pretty boring man. And I mean, in the beginning I was like, you gonna yell? You gonna yell at me?
For those of you guys who haven't watched it yet, go ahead and watch Mo's episode. Pretty touching episode. What do you think, Jackie? Why is that?
I think it's a mental health problem.
Yeah.
It's stemming from, like you said, from prior traumas or what you watched your mom go through with her situations, or what you've already experienced. So then you just fall back into the same routine and you allow it. And a good guy that's actually good to you they're a little harder to find.
But I see this happen a lot of times. It happened to me because I consider myself to be a good guy. I mean, I ain't perfect, but I think that I'm a good guy, right? And I've dated. I literally watched a woman run back and forth and fight for her relationship with this dude who was just a straight bum, right? But then, like I said to you, we started talking, we started dating, and I literally had a conversation with somebody in the gym. And she wouldn't even let me explain. She was just like, no, fuck you, you know, and just discarded. And I've seen it happen so many times. And I always say this, would you rather have the guy who's constantly running to the bar, the guy who's constantly in the streets, at the club, doing all this kind of stuff, you don't know where he's at, you're at home, or would you rather have the guy who's at home, and y'all wouldn't like to complain about this, all you do is play your game? Would you rather have the guy who's playing the game? At least you know where he's at, and he's not spending the money. He can buy you all the snacks. You got literally, that's the two types of guys you really kind of got. You got the guy who wants to be out and social. That I'm talking about the opposite ends of the spectrum. Okay, you got the people in the middle, of course. But I'm just saying the drastic opposites, you know. So usually the guy's going to be either out and about, want to be a party guy, or he's going to be a kind of guy who's like, he's cool staying at home with you and being right up under you or whatever the case, doing whatever he's doing, or going on dates with you. But you'll have that guy, and then as soon as he makes one mistake, it's like World War VI, you know, and you're out quick as fuck. Light's still red, you ran it.
I do think though, like when women find that good guy, right, and they mess up, if you would, women already done the healing and it feels like comfort to them now to find a man that is soothing and boring. So when they mess up, that is like World War III. Like that is like a whoa, I let you in, I healed, I thought this was it, and then you did something. So maybe the reaction doesn't match the action, but internally it was like a hit.
Your standard changed.
Yeah.
From knowing that this guy's a mess up and he's not good for you to knowing that this guy's good for you, and now he's hurt you. You expect that out of the other guy.
Yeah.
You expect that out of the bad boys. You don't expect that from this man that's supposed to be soothing your soul. And when they mess up, it's aggravating.
Yeah.
It's a hit. And it's like, I would never expect you to hurt me like that. That I expect it out of this person.
Yeah.
I don't expect that from you.
So basically, we need to approach you as a bad boy and then start showing our good
And then
boy.
get us.
Yeah,
I'm hooked. I'm in.
That's your one, too.
Like, get over here. You got another question for me? Because if not, I got one for you. All right, here we go. Why do women say they want an honest man, but often, more times than not, react negatively to brutal honesty?
I need you to define brutal honesty because we talked about this earlier.
Yeah,
With the chubby comment.
It's delivery.
I gotta keep bringing it up. Brutal honesty is just being blunt.
That's the word. Brutal honesty. I don't want brutal. I want you to.
But what does it matter what you want?
Because if what?
You can't have you want honesty.
We're about to fight.
No, I'm being serious. You want honesty, so the guy is honest with you. He just tells you bluntly. I brought this back up for a reason because we never got through it. We just kind of like went to another question. Why does the guy have to worry so much about your emotions? Why do you have to care so much about it?
Because I'm taking care of the house. I'm taking care of you. I'm taking care. No, but
You have to worry about it because that's peace in our home.
yeah.
That's
And
So
another
what about us?
relationship.
Because women do not possess the idea. Go ahead. You see this? I've been waiting for this. Women you guys do not care about a man's feelings, emotions, or anything like that when you guys are on your little, tough girl era and you're over here snapping on your man about whatever he did. Y'all get the little neck going and all that. Yeah, y'all don't care about how he feels.
Okay, but I feel like that's maybe what you've experienced, and I don't know about Jack, but I care about how my partner feels.
So
I'm
you
not
sit
about
there-
to be like that's not healthy for either one of us, and then we're gonna have a fucked up day, and then we're gonna have to talk about how I reacted, then we're gonna have to talk about your actions. Like, for what? We can just talk about it.
So put yourself in a guy's shoes, right?
Will do.
All right. How would you, if Jackie was your girlfriend,
Hey, girl.
right? And there was something you really felt strongly about, and it hit you like right now.
Mm-hmm.
How would you say it to her without being brutally honest? But you gotta be honest.
Well, I don't know if I can really put myself in a guy's. I really don't know but for me, hey, can we talk about something? Do you have capacity to have a conversation? And then I'll just.
You do realize that most people who are walking around, they're gonna be tall like that.
No, I know.
Most
That's why
dudes-
it's hard. I don't know. I know.
Most dudes don't talk like that. They be like, you got the capacity. They're like, hey, nigga.
Okay,
Hey, nigga.
that's insane.
I'm just saying. That's
Yeah,
not, but it's true. Like, most dudes are not be like walking around like, maybe me. I use big words sometimes. But for the most part, most dudes are like, hey, nigga. Fuck that. Like, that's how we talk. And it's not being disrespectful. It's just how we talk.
I'm gonna need you to
Is
I
that why
don't
women
know.
go date girls?
Yep.
How's that work out for you?
Well,
You said, well?
that's awkward. I've dated more women
another
than
topic.
men. Yeah, but anyway, no, I just feel like it's the delivery, and I feel like if that's how a man speaks to a woman, like, why are you with him? Like, that doesn't feel welcoming. Like, I also think, like, that's a reflection of what you're ready for. So if you're ready for someone to nurture you and cherish you, like, you have to be a reflection. You have to do that for you. Yeah, I would never speak to you like that.
So I always talk about people in the relationships acquiescing in their behaviors. Wait a minute. You know what acquiesce means, right?
Oh, here we go. I don't like big words.
Can we get
I'm
a
just a
dictionary
girl.
over here?
Okay.
Hey, Siri.
Changing their behaviors or altering their behaviors in relationships to be relationships, right? I always talk about that.
Yeah.
So you're saying that that's something that men need to alter, is that we need to alter the way that we speak even while expressing emotions.
I don't know if alter is the word, but for instance, if you value something, are you going to treat it with respect and care and compassion? Whereas if I don't value it, I'm gonna be like, oh fuck, I'm gonna just put it up in the attic. Like, if you value something, you take care of it.
Okay.
So if you value me and you want to take care of me, you're going to learn me. You're going to learn how to speak to me. You're going to learn how to have a healthy conversation. Like,
Are you having this conversation in the beginning?
I mean, I am.
It's a learning. You learn your person.
Okay, so you learn your person. So if that's just who I am, that's just how I talk. And
But
I'm like,
she's already adjusted to how you speak.
so then
If you guys are a year in, she's already adjusted to how you speak, and she may not take how you speak. Like if you're speaking to her, like you just said, she may not take that personally. She understands that's how you speak.
Mhm.
But if you go to somebody new and you speak to them like that, it's a whole different story. But it's learning your person. It's learning your partner.
Yeah.
Be it.
I feel like if you don't like the way that I talk to you, you should just walk away.
I do think there's adjustments though,
Mm-hmm.
because
But people don't change.
People can
I think
adjust.
yeah.
For how
I
long?
think I think when you get out of that mindset of like fight or flight or having to always like be the strong one, once you get a moment to like take a breath and adjust to your person and realize like this feels good. Feels better than arguing and going at it all day.
Yeah,
And I
don't
used
do
to
that.
chaos, hell yeah, but I don't want chaos every day. So I think people can change.
How healthy do you think that it is for couples to argue?
I think it's healthy.
You think it's healthy?
Yeah.
You think that they should argue?
I think disagree, argue.
I'm not saying like fighting and screaming
Yeah.
and cuss each other out.
I think it's healthy.
Yeah, me too. I think that if you go in a relationship and you guys never agree, somebody
Something ain't
is overly submissive,
Mm-hmm.
and if it's the guy,
Maybe.
that's a very big problem.
Yeah.
Would you say it's worse if the guy submits to the woman than the woman submits to the guy?
Mm.
I think that's where equality comes in.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
it
we're
is
gonna go down
dependent.
this rabbit hole?
I think it's dependent on the situation.
Right?
No. In a relationship, do you think that it's worse? Which one do you think is worse? If the guy submits to the woman or the woman submits to the guy?
I do think the guy submitting to the woman.
It's worse, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the guy is not to be like downplaying women at all. It's just facts. Like a woman gets with a man to be led, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so if I'm submitting to you, then she might as well just date a girl. I mean, seriously, because in a girl relationship, you guys are typically 100% equal. I mean, you're both women, and really, either one of you guys can lead. Because really, what are you gonna say? I'm the man around here? No, not really.
Depends.
I'm just saying, like, I'm not trying to like talk about anybody's relationship. That's
No, I
their
know.
business. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
typically in a relationship, when it's a heterosexual relationship, typically the role of the guy is to lead a relationship. And that doesn't mean about money.
Mm-hmm.
Like a guy who can't be with a woman who makes more money than him, he needs to check his ego.
Yeah.
He needs to figure something out because it is what it is. But I feel like that when it comes to the household, I think that it's the guy's job to lead the house.
Mm-hmm.
And what I mean by lead the house, I'm not saying like, I mean there's things like that the woman leads into, like like I always say, like when it comes to like who's coming over my house, that's the guy's choice, right? What goes on within the house, that's the woman's choice.
Yeah.
What I mean by that is like, if we're gonna have a function, right? Let's just say I'm gonna be like, oh, we're throwing a barbecue, right? And then we sit down, we decide, okay, we're inviting XYZ 10 people, right? When those 10 people get here, I think that how the function is ran is up to the woman,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because women run the house, men just lead it. It's hard to explain. Like the men got paid for it, and the woman is the woman's house ultimately. You know, like how the kitchen is set up, how the living room is set up, how the organization of it, how it flows, everything. That's why they say happy wife, happy life. You know, because if the guy goes in here and says, "Oh yeah, this is how the kitchen is gonna be set up," well, I'm like, you ain't really cooking. You know, like the flow of the house is depicted by the woman ultimately. I mean, most men don't want to admit it, and most women don't even really think about it. It's just how
It happens,
how it happens. It happens that way. You know, I say it all the time. Like, you better ask her. I don't know. You know, so y'all got any more questions?
I don't think so.
No. All right, man. I'm gonna step off camera for a second because I got a surprise for you.
Oh boy.
So I appreciate y'all coming on.
Better be some chocolate.
She's ready for a snack.
No,
I asked-
I knew it.
Yeah.
I
knew
did not ask
it.
for that.
Yes, you did.
No,
I thought it was
didn't.
over there for a reason.
No. Look at, hey, look at. So you guys who never watched my podcast, first I want to say thank you for tuning in to it. The purpose of my podcast normally is to talk about people's life stories, to encourage, motivate, and inspire people to keep going forward. My podcast is a mental health based podcast. This episode we took it a little differently because we wanted to have a little conversation, mainly because I wanted to bring back my buddy Mo. She's one of the fan favorites, and I need to get Jackie comfortable in front of the camera. I'm calling her out so that way we can do her episode. But no,
I didn't
so
commit to that.
one of the big things that we have on here is we do what we call the trauma wheel. So we'll all spin it, including me. That's not normal for me to spin it, but I am going to spin it today. I'll spin it first. Whatever it lands on, I'll talk about that topic, okay? Okay, one of y'all let me know while it's spinning. If you haven't already, go follow us on Instagram at @MinorEmotions_VDP, on TikTok at Minor Emotions the Podcast.
Ooh. What is it on?
Self-care. Okay.
Self-care?
I have an easy one.
I'll spin it again since you think
No,
it's
no,
easy.
no, 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 no.
I'll be talking about self-care too. That's
Okay.
fine.
Sorry, Jackie.
What I got?
Childhood trauma.
Huh?
Childhood trauma.
Childhood trauma. Oh man. Okay. Let's tackle self-care first.
It's like we're gonna skip that one.
No, I'm gonna come back to it. So self-care is about what it's referred to is about things that you do to maintain a positive mindset, positive, just keep going in life. So for me, things that I practice are, I would say prayer, but that'd be a lie. I don't pray often. I do believe in God, but I do pray sometimes. But the main things that I do is the company I keep, or the lack thereof. Sometimes it's better to let go of people. Sometimes it's better to step away from people and focus on the things that are important to you. Just because somebody loves you and just because somebody is your friend doesn't mean that they always have to be around you if they're not positively influencing you. I'm not saying to just diss your friends. You should never do that. What I'm saying is that if you're not benefiting what I got going on, you're not encouraging that, you're not a positive influence in that direction that I'm going, then I love you and I'll talk to you shortly. What I also do is, like, for instance, running this podcast, or I'm gonna stop calling it a podcast, running this show. I hear a lot of people's trauma, so what I do is I decompress that. I go bowling a lot. Lately, I used to smoke a lot of weed, but I don't really do that no more. Just a big shout out to FedEx. But lately with my new job, I do drink a little bit more than I normally would. But I'm not an alcoholic. I only take like a shot or two, and it doesn't really affect me too much. So that's self-care. What was the other one?
Childhood trauma.
Childhood trauma. All right. So for me, childhood trauma. Let's see. I think for me, childhood trauma would be the lack or the longing for wanting my biological father, to be a part of my life. He made some choices. We all make mistakes. I'm not here to bash him. We all make mistakes. We make choices, but every choice has a pro and a con to it. Unfortunately, some of the choices he made caused him to be in prison, incarcerated for a majority of my life. And then I was blessed to have a stepfather. But if you guys go back to episode 1, when I was interviewing Monique and Bonita, I expressed to them about how a stepfather or a step parent is not the same. It's not equal to a biological, right? And so, even though my stepdad was a great guy, he helped raise me to be the man that I am now. Um, he wasn't my biological father, and so there was times where we would clash because I would be like, I longed for my biological father, and then so I think for me, childhood trauma would be the fact that I was he made the decision he made that took him away from me, and that kind of affected me even to this day. Um, I will say on camera, I still there's things. I mean, we got into it. There's things that I just haven't forgave him for yet, and I will. I'm working on it. So if you're watching, Dad, I know you are. You're like my number 2 supporter next to my mom. Uh, so I know you're watching. So I'm not trying to talk shit about you. I'm just being honest. So hopefully you can respect that. All right, Jackie, it's your first time on here. Before you spin the wheel, Jackie, before you spin the wheel, I got a couple questions for you. I told you I won't gonna do you like this, but I'm gonna do you like this. All right?
Okay.
When you grew up, did you grow up with in a 2-parent household?
My parents divorced when I was 6, so
How'd
I
that-
grew up in a 4-parent household. Separate houses, but 4
Oh,
parents.
I was about to say, oh man, wait a minute, we gonna really dive into this one.
But I answered to 4 parents
Okay. How did the divorce affect you?
drastically.
In what ways?
Well, I was 6, so you went from, you at 6 years old, you know what normal in your world is, and that was taken away.
Okay. I just wanted to ask you one question since I don't know if I'm ever gonna get you here to tell your story.
Probably not.
It's okay. We love you, Jackie. Spin the wheel for me though. You can't run from these though.
Yes, you can just throw it.
Watch Jackie be so unlucky and land on double spin.
Oh my god.
Don't you move it.
Self-medicate.
What was it on double spin? Tell the truth.
No, it was on something.
I could run the camera back.
Don't.
It was teetering, so we went with self-medicate.
It was teetering on double spin?
Oh, go back.
Okay. I ain't gonna make you do it. I'm just, every time I call it, it lands on double spin. All right, would you self-medicate?
Yeah.
All right, so have you, at any point in time, were you ever going through something where you had to, like, you self-medicate, like you use drugs, alcohol, anything like that?
Alcohol, yes.
All right.
Absolutely.
Can I ask you what caused you to do that?
Stressors, life stress.
Okay.
Never been like, we all go through depression, we go through anxiety, we go through a lot of things, and for me, alcohol has always been an easy fix. I've smoked weed in my life. I'm terrible at it. I can admit that. I get super paranoid and make myself miserable, and beyond that, I don't do and have never done any other drugs.
Okay.
So the alcohol is the choice.
All right.
Your
Come
turn,
on,
Mom.
Mom.
Your
Just give
turn.
it a little.
Double.
No. Self-care?
Self-care?
Yeah.
That's what you had on your last one.
No, it wasn't. Don't do
I
that.
don't remember.
No, I had childhood trauma.
You had
I was
childhood trauma?
Ah, darn it.
Hey, before you answer
Traumatic.
that, let me tell you guys, for you guys who come on the podcast, big shout out to Mo. She made the form that you guys fill out to come on. And we're going to have Mo help me with the trauma wheel since she's the only person who's spun it more than one time now. So when we get done, I'm going to have her help me with that. Go ahead.
You want to know like what I do for self-care? Is that
Yeah.
the question? Okay. Honestly, I will say I suck at self-care.
You what?
I'm not good at self-care. But when I do prioritize my needs, I like to read. I enjoy like watching a good show. That's like soothing to me to just like sit and kind of like tune everything else out. I like to ground. I like to literally go outside and like take my shoes and socks off and be in the grass. That was like I grew up like my great grandparents had a farm and like I was always in the backyard running around, so that was like that connects me back to my roots. And sometimes I like to go to this little bar down the street and see some of my favorite people.
Whoop, whoop.
But
She wasn't talking about you.
Damn
yeah,
it.
sorry. But yeah, I mean that's what self-care looks like for me, pouring back into myself, filling my cup. My day job depletes me of emotion a lot of time.
All right. So per usual of my episodes, I have you guys give some advice. And then I have one last question for you after that. So, Jackie, what kind of advice would you give to a couple, um, like be successful? What advice would you give to a couple who's like struggling and thinking about breaking up?
Take a step back and look at the situation from an outsider's point of view, because we get so wrapped up in relationships and are no longer seeing like what's actually happening. We're just seeing what we're feeling, our emotions on full. But then reinvest. Take some time. Think about what you got to do and make the decision. Like, is this person worth reinvesting in? If they're not, then walk away.
Yeah.
And that's part of self-care too.
Yeah.
You know?
And then for you, Mo, what kind of advice would you give somebody to a man, woman that's out there in the world of dating? What kind of advice would you give them?
Take it slow. And make sure that you know what you need and what you want. I think it's easy to date someone like, oh, they treat me nice, like, but do they like give you what you need and actually give you what you want? Take it slow. Dating should be fun and easy. Yeah.
All right. And Mo, what do you think about the podcast?
I think it's dope. I appreciate you.
What would you like to see different about it, though?
I don't think anything.
All
I
right.
enjoy this. I enjoy like having the conversation, and I like your trauma wheel. I think it's good.
All right.
Yeah.
What about you, Jackie? Your first time here. You got a different experience than the rest of everybody on the first one, but it's okay. We're just grateful to have you. What do you think of the podcast? I mean, even as a person who watches it, because I know that you watch the episodes.
I do watch them.
So as somebody who watches it and now has came, and like I said, even though it's different, a different type, what's your opinion about it?
I think you're doing a great job. And I think every time I watch the podcast, I learn something new about not only that person that you're interviewing, obviously, because half of them I don't know, but then we learn something new about you, too. And I think Mo needs to interview you.
Okay. Would you guys come back? I know you would.
Yeah, I'll be here tomorrow.
Hey, you know I got some more tomorrow anyway. Would you come back and do it?
Depends on the subject.
So you would never, live on air, you would never come back and tell your story.
Probably not.
Probably not. Okay. Hey, y'all drop in the comments if y'all think that Jackie should come and tell her story. And if you drop in the comments and you're local, make sure you go tip Jackie at the bar. If you don't tip her at 20, then she ain't coming back. But make sure you write on the 20, write on it, say, do the podcast.
Yeah, for the podcast. You don't even have to get a drink. Just come in and drop a 20.
Yeah, just drop a 20 and be like, do the
You're
podcast. Once she gets 10 of those, she's gonna come do the podcast. That's $2,000 right there. I think you got paid to do the podcast. I think you should do it then, $2,000. But no, all jokes aside, I appreciate you guys tuning in to the podcast. If you haven't already, go ahead, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share this podcast to your stories, to your friends, your family, and follow us on Instagram at @MinorEmotions_VDP, on TikTok as well at @MinorEmotions the podcast, and we out. Peace.